former Congressman for the Republican Party, Ron Paul, who joins us now from Clute in Texas. Ron, good to have you with us. We heard Adam Schiff there talking about the importance of calling witnesses. He says the integrity of a trial depends on the witnesses. What do you think about this issue of whether witnesses should be called or not during Trump's impeachment trial?
Well, it's very confusing if people take it seriously that this is a real trial, that it means something, but it's pure politicking. It's always been said that impeachment is a political process. Well, that's an understatement when you look at what's going on now. It's pure politicking. It's gotcha type politics. One thing it reminds me of is in the old days, if somebody came to the king with bad news, they could kill the messenger because he didn't want to hear the bad news. In this case, I think what's happening now is the messenger is trying to be killed in the sense of impeached and thrown out, and that's Trump. Well, he's not bringing bad news. He's bringing fantastic news. It just drives the Democrats up the wall because he's able to paint a picture of prosperity and all these things going on. So they have to kill the messenger. So that's what they've been doing, and they've been trying to do that even before he became president. So it's all politicking, and if there is a contest, it's political power. It has nothing to do with real issues. They don't really talk about spending when they need to. They pause in the middle of a trial and they go and spend the money and invade another country and send off bombs. But they don't deal with that.
As a former congressman, though, wouldn't you want to hear from witnesses like John Bolton, like Mick Mulvaney, about whether Trump tried to block military aid to Ukraine for his own political gain? Isn't that necessary to ensure that it's a fair trial?
Yeah, you know, in theory, that's good, and I think we should have. But what my point is it's all grandstanding. They're looking for, I got you, but it's not serious. But no, I think there should be witnesses, and it has to be dealt with by the rules. And if you compare the rules in the House and say, well, the Republicans in the Senate can vary the rules just as much as the Democrats did in the House, and then you have political chaos because everybody knows the outcome. And so that even makes it stranger. So the fights have to be these technical fights and not on the real issues. And the goal is to destroy Trump, of course.
And on that issue.
And this astounding thing.
As you've rightly pointed out, the outcome is probably a foregone conclusion. You know, he's almost certainly going to stay in power. But hasn't this whole thing then, isn't the upshot that this has damaged the office of the presidency and the integrity of America?
Well, I don't know, but I think we deserve rightful criticism. I don't like an imperial president. As a libertarian, I don't want all this authority to fight wars and put on sanctions and fight with people, because both parties do it. You know, if you want to find charges of real infractions and shortcomings, it's bipartisan. They're just looking for a boss. Who's going to be the boss of this? Who's going to control the largesse? But I think it's a pretense, and I have no objection to going through the pretense of having witnesses. I think, matter of fact, I think if Trump got involved, it would really be entertaining. And he's an entertainer, basically, but it should be serious. And I think that's your point. Doesn't this make America look bad? Well, I worry about our image too, but in a different sense, not because of what's going on. This is just a side effect. I don't like what we do around the world. I don't like our military operations and our influence around the world, and you know, our interventionism and all our throwing our weight around and putting on sanctions on people. I would like to get out of the Middle East. Seriously, Trump has said that, and he received some good applause for that, you know, as a candidate. But those are the real issues. So I think that is what is ultimately going to destroy the image of America, because I don't think we're going to be kingpins, you know, forever. The dollar is vulnerable. Our foreign policy is vulnerable. We were outfoxed in Syria, and all we can do is say, well, we're going to put on sanctions. Just remember, we have a lot of cruise missiles, so you better behave yourself. That's what I want people to be concentrating on, not this superficial fluff, the political stuff that they're talking about now.
Ron, great to get your thoughts there. Thank you very much indeed for that. Ron Paul there.